wasn't going to do this video live, but it's like 7 a.m. on a Saturday, so I highly doubt anyone's awake. And if they are, they're probably busy. So, all of our videos for a very long time have been eco-diesel related, which is not entirely what the channel was completely designed for, but it has become very popular for that. So I will be needing to go backwards a little bit and post more tuning videos, or hope to post more tuning videos here in the future. Now, some of them might be how to tune a diesel, things like that. And whatnot. So I made a video the other day about test driving a supercharged Camaro that I got, which I ended up finding the dyno sheets in the glove box, which before I turned it up even more, it made 567 horse of the rear tires, and all we did was add some fuel up top, make it a little bit safer, so I would say 585, 590 possibly on that. But I traded that off for another vehicle that we're going to start playing with here, and releasing some tuning information for. And it's not my vehicle of choice by any means, because I'm not a Ford person, and I don't know if anyone can guess what it is based on the video, but it is a F-150 Ecoboost. It is lifted 7 inches and has 35-inch wheels, or 35-inch tires on it, on a 20-inch wheel or whatever. I'm currently cruising down the highway at about 71 miles an hour. It's got upgraded turbos. It's got a cold air intake. It's got factory cats and a different muffler on it. Right now, I'm averaging about 15.8 on the highway, which really is not that great. Not gonna be wrong. It came with 2 tuners in the glove box. The one that's on it now is an Edge handheld, which is literally identical to the SCT handheld. I'm not sure which one makes the handheld, whether it's an Edge makes it or SCT makes it, and they both put their name on it. I don't know. I haven't looked into the Ford stuff that much. It was on a heavy tow tune when I got the truck. Right now it's on performance, and when I went into the settings, instead of using the Edge settings, I just put +2 on overstock timing on it. Now, this 15.9 now, average mile per gallon on the freeway is kind of really not acceptable. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a big ass truck. It is the long short box. It is lifted, and the way the truck is, the way the ready lift is it squats to the rear a little bit. So I already have 1-inch lift shackles being sent to my new house. That's going to kick the rear end back up towards where it needs to be. I'm going to leave the lift in it. I like the way the truck looks with the lift in it. It's a good looking truck. The truck has literally every option in it, apparently, other than a heated and cooled cup holders. Now, if you are a Ford person and you know anything about that, let me know, because honestly, with how much I travel, cool cup holders would be awesome, because to be able to keep, I throw so many drinks away because they get warm faster than I drink them. But needless to say, we're going to be posting a lot of Ford videos possibly here going forward, and kind of explaining how the turbocharger and stuff is tuned in the file, because the turbo setup for these isn't where you just command boost. There's a lot more to it than commanding the boost, which makes these significantly more difficult to tune than a vehicle with a standard VGT turbo or something like that, where you can just be like, hey, you know, I want fucking 12 pounds of boost right there. Now, I'm going down the highway right now, and I don't know if it's going to let me look at the actual boost number, so let me kind of take a look here and see if it'll let me, because right now I can see the turbo screen and the boost is like, I don't know, I can't really even tell, 2 psi, 3 psi maybe. Let's see, engine information, gauge view. Hold on. turbo boost. So I don't know. It's not a lot of boost right now. The thing is that it's a little bit different than a diesel, where a diesel you can turn the boost up. Fucking screen is on. Hold on. A diesel, you can turn the boost up without turning the fuel up. Like, that's actually a thing. You can do that. And the beautiful part about that is that you can, but in a diesel, you can increase the boost, which increases power, but without increasing the fuel, you can actually increase the fuel mileage as well. I'm actually passing an Eco Diesel right now, so let me turn this up. I've been driving behind this guy forever. It's a good looking truck. It looks identical to my old one. Actually, it might be a Hemi. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a Hemi. White 1500, super short box, bunch of Salt Life stickers in the back window. Women for Trump, K&N, Lund, NRA sticker, and it's an old dude driving it. So, not really sure who the woman for Trump is, but good for her and him, apparently. This truck has 87,000 miles. It is a 2015 Ecoboost. It is the 3.5 liter. Like I said, it has the upgraded turbos. I don't know much about it. The turbos themselves, it's like a KD06C or something like that, which I'm told is one step above factory. I know the guy that had this truck dumped way too much money in this truck. I mean, he's got a pile of receipts for fucking like 20-30 grand in the freaking glove box, which, whatever, it just means that it's very well taken care of. I had to fix the speedometer right when I got it. The freaking speedo was super far off. But with that being said, it's got this super sweet panoramic roof, which I've literally never used in any vehicle I've ever had. This is the first vehicle I've actually just left it open. I don't really know why. I'm sure sometime today, as I'm traveling across country, I'll shut it because it's going to get to the point where it's probably going to get too hot in here from the sun. But the interior is massive. I actually think the interior might be bigger than my Ram, but we'll take a look. Like I said, even if I am to fall in love and absolutely love this truck, it's not going to be the same as having a Ram. I love my Rams so much more than the Ford trucks and the Chevy trucks. This is just overall a good-looking truck, and this is the first year I feel that Ford, the 15-16, wherever the body change was the first time that Ford actually made a good-looking half-ton. Now the real question is how well the Ecoboost is going to handle with all the other stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, getting on the highway, I don't even have to do anything crazy with the throttle, and it speeds absolutely right up to speed. The only thing is that the engine doesn't really sound that awesome. You know, it's weird hearing a gas V6 with turbos, especially not a high-performance foreign engine. A high-performance foreign V6 with turbos has a nice, clean sound. This has a very different sound. Even the Ecoboost 4-cylinder has a really weird sound to it, and I haven't dug into Fords enough to figure out why that is. Ford has always had unique sounds to their engines. You know, their 4.6 had a unique sound, their 5.0 had a unique sound, the Coyote engine has a unique sound, even the 289s had a unique sound, and same with the Ecoboost. They have a different sound to them than other V6s do. You know, the Hemi engines have their own sound, which obviously is partly due to the hemispherical combustion chambers. But there's a lot of other engines out there that all sound the same. Now, so we're going to dig into that a little more as we post videos and things like that. Like I said, can you complain about 16 miles per gallon on the highway doing 70 with these big wheels and tires and a lift? Probably not. Most vehicles back in the day would only get 10. The thing is that we're not running a lot of RPMs. We're not running a shitload of boost. The The engine's really not working that hard, so the fuel economy should be a little bit higher. And, you know, when you think big wheels and tires, like, damn, big wheels and tires, heavy, slow, bad fuel mileage. Well, that isn't fully the case. At a certain point, when you have the wheel is the center point of the force being applied, okay? Now, the tire, at a certain point, can get bigger and bigger and bigger, and at a certain point, if the rubber is heavy enough, it actually counterbalances the wheel and actually helps the wheel spin better. On top of that, the bigger the tire is, the lower overall ratio is, which means you run a lower RPM. So you can get bigger, you can actually get better economy on the same truck. You can put 29s on this truck and get awful fuel mileage, and then put a 37 on it and get amazing fuel mileage. And in theory, it doesn't seem like it would work, but there is a certain point to every theory, everything out there, where you cross a certain line and things start to go backwards. But like I said, we'll see how this trip goes. Like I said, I'm doing 71 right now. We're going to be stopping in Madison and dropping off. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. There's a Cummins back there with a trailer. We're going to be stopping in Madison and dropping the Cummins and the trailer off. And we're going to head over to Milwaukee, where I'm going to look at a dog that I am going to be getting today. And we'll do 75, 80 over to Milwaukee, then back to Madison. Then we're going to get in the Cummins and the F-150, and we're going to keep heading down to Texas, where we got some trucks to work on in the next few days here. So I'm going to call this video where it is, but stay tuned for some more Ecoboost tuning. In the future here, I'd like to get my hands on a Coyote and do the same things for video-wise, but we will do some videos eventually on the EcoDiesel. I know a lot of people have been interested in learning how to tune the EcoDiesel over HP tuners, so we're going to try and get into that as well. I do know that because of moving and things like that, I have been behind, so I apologize to anyone that's been waiting on anything. Again, next week, I'll just be set up again and starting to put out files again. I usually end up staying up half the night, sending out freaking 20, 30 files in a night, so we'll see how that goes. But like I said, I'll call this video where it's at for now. Probably posting some more later today on some other stuff.